I have unkind thoughts, whether it's about the competition or relationships or my partner or what I'm doing at work, but I keep them to myself. Is this harming me or the universe in any way?
Yes, if he's keeping them to himself and doing nothing with them, but just observing them. There's a ripple to everything. It may not be anything that he sees, but it's contribution that he's making. The way I see it is if somebody's knocking on your door, just by the fact that they're knocking doesn't mean you want to give them free rein to your house, right? You don't even know who they are. They're strangers. So really what it is you look at what the thoughts are that are knocking on your door, and you could say, no, thank you. As a matter of fact, you could say, since you're offering this, since you're offering right now competition, then he could turn around and say, I really have to learn. If competition is organically coming up for him, then I would say cooperation and collaboration are really amazing gifts for him. It's like, this is hot water. I wouldn't just keep it to myself quietly. I would share it with Dr. Michael so that Dr. Michael can say, whoa, okay, so you're having feelings of competition. So I would say spiritually, you're being called to work cooperatively in a collaborative sense and learning how to work in teams and collaborate on something bigger than yourself. You know my story about milk and chocolate milk. They're three different entities, and chocolate milk doesn't happen by itself. It only happens as a collaboration of milk and chocolate. And so when you collaborate, you create something brand new that there never was before, and maybe that's what the world wants, is something that has Joel as an ingredient. And so he needs to be a contributor to something bigger than him, the same way chocolate contributes to something bigger than him in chocolate milk, or milk contributes to something bigger than him or her in chocolate milk. And so when these things come, they're hints, they're strong hints. And spiritually, we learn how to live with these hints, but we don't want to house the negativity because it has a ripple. So we have to learn how to sanctify it. And when we tell the story that it's here to guide us, the hot water tells us to add cold water. The cold water tells us to add hot water so that we can Goldilocks it and go, this is just right. And we know what's just right. And so we can go, nope, this is too much here. This is too much there. This is just right. And that's why we're all here. While we're doing whatever we're doing, we're keepers of the balance. And in being keepers of the balance, we can do it well. We could do it with fun and ease and joy, and then let all these thoughts that come in to guide us and direct us and to allow ourselves to be, quote unquote, inconvenienced to answer the calls when these negative thoughts come up by really sanctifying them and going, what is this negative thought? Why, this negative thought is competition. Oh, this is life telling me I've got to work on cooperation. How is that any different from my body is exhausted? Oh, that's life telling me I need to sleep. Or my mouth is so dry. Oh, that's life telling me to add water. This is why I call it Thrivopeutics, because this is a spiritual devotion when you realize we're not sick. We're just connected to an intelligence that's beautiful. And that's everything. That's how we flourish, is that when we work cooperatively with these messages, with this wisdom.